Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And this that you see on the screen is from a podcast called PDD, no PBD podcast. I've not heard of it, but I ran across this, earlier this morning, and the spirit hopped on me to do something on it. So as you can see, the topic, the title of what this video is going into, the diddler tried to, me. Terrence Howard revealed shocking diddler meeting in Hollywood. So, you got this actor, let's go by the name of Terrence Howard. He played in a couple of movies that are actually good. He played in The Best Man. Hustle and Flow. I never really watched that. I didn't really care to watch it, but he played in some pretty good movies. I like him as an actor, But what you got is Esau Edom's kingdom is being exposed. Jake is starting to expose each other, because this is, the time of, this kingdom to end, so to speak. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua said that he will make Esau bear, meaning his wickedness, and a lot of these Jakes, the diddler, along with a bunch of other celebrities, they was very covetous, so they wanted what Esau Edom had, and Esau Edom told them they'd give it to him, but you got to do certain things to obtain it, and a lot of them did it, so a lot of this wickedness and abominable works, all these things are coming out now because we at the end, man, and the chickens is coming home to roost, as they say. So we're going to get into it a little bit. Yahweh Shem Shah willing. The elect be edified. Shalom. And let me say this one more thing. A lot of these celebrities, they've realizing that you can have all the money, the fame, the fortune, but you're still going to be miserable. You realize it wasn't worth it. And now you want out, and the devil has his hooks in you, man. He pretty much has you in his back pocket, and if you get out of line, a lot can happen to you, man. You can wind up in jail like the diddler, or you can wind up unalived, man, like DMX, or many other people, man. Many other of these damn devil worshiping celebrities, ended up, man, in the pine box. So a lot of them, man, they tired, man. They tired, they miserable, and they want out. But you done made a deal with Satan, so it's not that easy, So let's check it out.
There's a short life in
why do you think that is? What the creative side is?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man.
And what he's going into is pretty much bending over. You know, pretty much giving it up, man, bending over. And you've heard stories. You've heard, you know, some of the sick things these niggas do in order to obtain fame and fortune, man. Which when you look at it is really not worth it, man. You'll never be happy. You're always miserable. Your life is shit. You think money fixes everything. Money doesn't fix anything, man. It may make it may bring comfortability as far as financially, but that's it. But our people weren't made to be evil the way that Esau Edom makes them be evil, man. So it bugs them out. And they can't cope. So this is why they turn to drugs and they always high and they drinking. They always need a bunch of people to be around them. They don't want to be alone. You know? A lot of them, they can't cope with it, man. Right? Let's get one thing. Let's get a scripture real quick. This is Sirach chapter 10. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 9. It says, why is earth and ashes proud? Because you see these celebrities, they're very proud, man, but they're nothing but mortal men and women that can be cut off at any given second. The Lord snap his finger, your ass is out of here, man. You in the spirit world. And everything you wasted your time trying to accumulate, meaning wealth and all these riches or whatever, you know, somebody else is going to enjoy that, man. Going back to the man in Acts, I believe, Acts chapter 12, where he had all his riches and, you know, he had so much that he didn't have room to store it. So he said that he would build this and he would build something bigger for him to be able to store up his riches. And guess what? The Lord took his damn life, man, that night. You know? So, hey, man, it's just your purpose as a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, your only purpose, not saying you can't work and you gotta feed yourself and your family and things like that, but your number one purpose was to turn back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man, to repent, to seek the Lord, to find the Lord, and to do his will, man, and to follow his commandments and trust and have faith in him. You know? This is our people got it all wrong, man. So Sirach chapter 10, verse 9 again. It says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Yeah, a man that wants what somebody else has and is willing to do whatever whatever is needed for him to obtain that. If that means bending over, eating shit, drinking piss, you know, getting all types of rod rolled in you and getting slutted and whored out. People are willing to do that, man. Sleeping with animals, right? It says, there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such as one setteth his own soul to sell, man. Then on top of that, you selling your soul, right? Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels, meaning his morals, because it's all about the dollar bill, man. Cash rules everything around me, man. So in order for me to get the money that I want, I'm gonna do this, and this is what I'm gonna do, man. You know, this is what I'm gonna do. I don't care. So that's pretty much what he mean by that. You know, let's continue.
A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and being do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have.
And when you get, you know, an actor like this to come on and say something, you know, they'll drag him in the dirt. They'll say that he's just mad because he can't get no roles, and he lying because, you know, his money is low and he's just doing interviews now, so he just gotta, you know, say a lot of false things. Man, these things is true, man. We know this is what y'all niggas do behind closed doors, man. You know. And then you go in the room and you cry in the dark, right? Because them demons is on your ass, man. Right? So you can't hide, man. You really can't hide. And that's and it's gonna come out. Sooner or later it's gonna come out, man. It's going to come out. You know? Because a lot of you Jakes, right? You wicked as hell. And you've been caught in that trap. This is Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. And who's that one wicked nigga that he brought up, man? The diddler. The diddler holds the key to a certain gate, man, in the entertainment industry. And in order to go through that gate, hey, you pretty much got to do what he says. And a lot of niggas went through that gate, right? This is why they got on another level, man. This is why they started making a obscene amount of money and, you know, being into everything and having all these endorsements and their name is ringing like bells and all that because they went through that gate, man. And this is what, you know, this Jake is breaking down, you know. So you can't. It's gonna come out, man. It's gonna come out. Let's continue.
Have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they.
Salakia, 1 second. Yeah, Salakia. Let's play that back a little bit.
With that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's
exactly. So, hey, man, he going deep with it, you know? And I just read that, you know, they'll cast away their bowels, man, meaning their morals. They'll cast them away for some money. right? This is Sirach chapter 29 and verse 19. It says, a wicked man transgressing the commandments of the Lord shall fall into suretyship, right? So he gonna fall into something. He's gonna fall into sin for sure, man. He's gonna fall into damnation for sure. It says, and he that undertaketh and followeth other men's business for gain shall fall into suit, man. And that's what a lot of these dudes they did, man, and these women. They wanted the fame, they wanted the money, they wanted the fortune, they wanted the lavish lifestyle, they wanted the yachts, the cars, the private jets. They wanted all that, man. So now you become, you know, what that man is, man, that wicked man. And guess what? Who's writing off all of their checks? Esau, Edom, man. Right? Amalek, right? The so-called white man, man. He's writing off all their checks. And we already know how perverse and demonic and evil Esau, Edom is. Right? So they in that game, man, with Esau, Edom. So, hey, the Lord told you that this was going to happen, man. This is surely was going to happen. This is Sirach chapter 20. I'm going to play it after this. Sirach chapter 20 and verse 9. It says, there's a sinner that have good success in evil things. So these celebrities, when the camera is turned on, they may seem like their life is just perfect. They got everything going for them, right? They don't need nothing. They're so happy. I want to be like them, right? It says, there's a sinner that have good success in evil things, and there is a gain that turneth to loss. Well, at the end, they all going to lose. All of them are going to lose, man, right? And they're going to be sorry, right, that they chose to serve and worship Satan than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, there is a gift that shall not profit thee, and there is a gift whose recompense is double, man. Your payback is double because what? You gave your soul, and like he said, your manhood, man. Right? The Lord is going to reject a lot of you niggas, man. Right? I'm only speaking to you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans in the entertainment industry. These other nations, to hell with them, man. They can be in that. But y'all should know better, man. Maybe you didn't know better back then, but now the gospel is being taught, the truth of the scriptures and who you are. And all of y'all know. Y'all all know y'all Israelites, man. Right? It's many celebrities that came out saying that they were Israelites, man. But yet you love the money. You love the fame and the fortune, and you continue therewith. So, hey, the Lord is going to put you away, man. Because, hey, it's downright evil to come against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. And the Lord is going to see to it that you're judged for it. Right? Let's continue.
It's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't.
So there it is, man. And the brother, he going deep on it, man. You know, he gave his testimony on how dealing with the diddler, you know, how the diddler tried to jam him up, man. And he ain't want no parts of it, and other producers and that, man. That whole Hollywood scene, that shit is all demonic and satanic, man. Right? And he's not the only one that brought that out, man. You had Cat Williams bring it out. You had a bunch of other people bring it out, man, from back then to now. But a lot of people do bend over. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 25. It says, for whosoever shall save his life shall lose it, right? You try to, you know, build generational wealth and do whatever to keep your pockets stuffed, right? The Lord said you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it anyway, man, because this kingdom is only temporary, and it's on its way out. It's circling the drain as we speak. It said, for whosoever shall save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So you gotta be willing to lose your life for the Lord, man. Not no goddamn dollar, right? Not no big house and a manicured grass and a fucking Bentley, man. Right? It says, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Right? Just like the brother brought out. He said, you got all these accomplishments, you got all these awards, but then you're empty inside, pretty much. Right? You don't feel nothing, man. Everything that you doing now, the smiles and the thinking and all that shit is all, you know, phony, man, because you feel empty inside. It says, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul, man? Right? So what you going to give in exchange for your soul? Some money? Huh? It says, for the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. And a lot of these jakes in the entertainment industry, they're going to get burnt the fuck up, man. They're going to get burnt the hell up, man. Because what they're doing is completely abominable and wicked as hell, and it's against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And they know it, man. They know it's off. They know being a damn homo is going off, man. They know that sleeping with animals is off. They know that, you know, eating abominable foods is off. They know that eating shit and drinking piss is off. They know that, man. And there's a bunch of other things that I don't even know, man. That I don't even want to know, man, because it's too, you know, evil and disgusting, you know. So the Lord said He gonna give every man according to his works. So let's continue. I got a couple more. We're gonna shut it down.
Compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of
No,
this
I mean,
specific
I'm
reason?
I'm still working. I still, you know, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrence Howard. I'm an actor, but in the field of science also. So if you would like to connect with me, you can connect with me on Minect. The QR code is down below, and let's have a great conversation.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like
Let me see something. You know, brother, you know, really brought it out. He brought it out, man. And you know, it's going to be a lot more of exposing. It's going to be a lot more of exposing, man, this wicked ass kingdom, man. Because Esau Edom is done, man. He's over. He's through. All right, Salakia, 1 second. Salakia. Yeah, so you know, this brother, like I said, he's not considered like an A-list actor. He's probably B, you know, or whatever. But knowing everything he just said, would you want to be an A-list? Will Smith and that nigga, the Diddler, man, along with Jay-Z and Rick Ross and all those demonic niggas, the Lord got something special for them, man. He got something special for them. This is because like I read earlier, Jeremiah 5:26, you know, these wicked men of our nation, they set a trap, man. They catch men. They what? They dangle money in front of them, right? Yeah, man. They just hey, man, wicked as hell. Wicked as hell, man. So this is Sirach chapter 3, verse 27. It says, an obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrow, and a wicked man shall heap sin upon sin, man. So only a wicked nigga is going to want to go to the top in Hollywood, man. And what this brother was saying is pretty much, in order to get to the top, you got to do everything this devil wants you to do. Right? And Diddy did it, Jay-Z did it, Rick Ross did it, Will Smith did it, Martin Lawrence did it, a whole bunch of other niggas did it, man. Right? Whole bunch of them, man. And they've got to the top, and then now some of them are being used as gatekeepers in order for other men to go through to make it to a certain status. They got to do similar things, man. Right? And them niggas is all bugged the hell out. Right? So this will be my last one. This is Proverbs chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at 12. It says, a naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth, man. A froward mouth. Salakia, let's get, let me see. Proverbs 6. Let's go into that word. Let's go into that word. I was in the NLT. Let's go back to the Proverbs 6. and 12, right? Forward. Distortion. Right?
Strong's H 6143. Ikeshuth. Ikeshuth.
Ikeshuf. Right? That's the, transliteration for forward. It means distortion, crookedness, perversity, forward, right? Crookedness, right? So he'll speak with slickness and say whatever he got to do in order to get you where he wants you, And that's what happened to a lot of, these jakes in Hollywood. It says, let me read that again. This is Proverbs 6 and 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. Frowardness is in his heart, meaning his spirit, meaning crookedness. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of these niggas in Hollywood, man. A lot of these niggas in Hollywood, the Lord going to break in pieces, man. And it started with the diddler, but it's going to trickle on down. Trust me. The Lord said he gonna reward everyone according to their works, man. And these niggas' works is evil, man. So, hey, man, I'm going to leave it there. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing to elect the other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakal Kadash, for blessing me with the Spirit to do this lesson. Hey, if you in Hollywood, you better come out of that demonic, satanic, community, man, because it's going to be your ruin. To the next lesson, Shalom.